April 15th, a gorgeous day here in northern Colorado. We've had snow the last couple days, sunshine all day today, but still a nip in the air. That fits because we're at an FBS facility, a $220 million excellent place called Canvas Stadium, as Rams Lax goes live again here with Stream It Sports Productions. It's Colorado State and Colorado in men's college lacrosse. How you doing? I'm Marty Cesario, along with two-time All-American and CSU stalwart Patrick Sullivan. We got CU and CSU, Patrick. No one's more connected, to what this is historically and currently with the Buffs and the Rams. How would you describe what it is?
Well, first off, it's a tremendous honor to be part of this rivalry, and I'm just so proud to be a Ram over the years. This is kind of a funky series of just domination from each program. You got the Buffs, who have won every single game since 2014. Leading up to that, the Rams from 98 all the way up to 2013 won every single game against two. So it's been about 10 years since the Rams have been in the win column. They'll be looking to get back there today.
Two historically successful programs, and then you got the Front Range rivals. You throw that in there. What a great mix for us tonight. That's why it's on the top of the marquee. You see the goalies getting ready. There's Chucky, Charlie Peebo. He knows the cameras are on. He will be in the cage for Colorado State. And then there is Chandler Naiman as we take a look at some of the fans as well as we are all getting ready. There's Naiman right there inside the cage warming up as we anticipate this, again, great lacrosse contest. Call it the Rocky Mountain Showdown Lax version. Let's look at the recent resumes of both of these teams. We'll start with the visitors, who are the CU Buffaloes out of Boulder. And you saw that they lost to number 21 Texas in the most recent meeting. That was surprising, but up and down the schedule, CU playing a very aggressive slate here in 2023, and that is definitely the case as well for Colorado State. CSU had to get that win over Utah last week here on campus, got that done to start their conference schedule, and up and down, the slate for the Colorado State Rams. Today will be the sixth team within the top 25 that the Rams are going to play. In total, when you count the next games coming up in Utah Valley and Brigham Young, 8 teams in the top 25 that CSU is going to face here in 2023. But tonight, well, it's the showdown against the Buffs, and we ready. Coming up, it's Colorado State hosting Colorado here in Fort Collins. Welcome back to Fort Collins, Colorado, Canvas Stadium, as we get ready for CSU and CU in college men's lacrosse. We are blessed for the second year in a row to have Gunnar Duke, who is a Colorado State student, performing the national anthem here in Fort Collins. Enjoy.
Rockies cheering on Colorado State with integrity toward the Rams and their opponents. Colorado State
Gunnar Duke,
and
for the
CSU
second
Athletics
consecutive
are
season, performing the national anthem here at Canvas Stadium. And the fans across the way enjoying that. Colorado State Rams men's lacrosse squad enjoyed it, but now we're focused on the task at hand, which is the all-important battle against their rivals here on the Front Range in the CU Buffaloes. Let's look at the starters for each of these programs. Starting with Colorado State right there. You can see Owen Welschlager is going to begin the game at the attack position. Nice to have the freshman back. He'll be starting at attack along with Flores and Malinowski. Those mids, well, Dylan Hoff, the outstanding face-off specialist, along with the local dudes, Kel Kissel, Kevin Mulligan on the backside, Nis Farkas McDonald, veteran dudes. And then in the goal, once again, defending the cages, Charlie Bebo. Chucky will be playing goalie for CSU. Let's look at Colorado under head coach Guy Sarasoli and their starters for this evening. And we'll look at the attackers in Mitchell, Hamilton, and McConaughey up front. On the field to start off the game for CU, the outstanding face-off specialist and Mike Kuligowski. And then you see Duffield and McCarthy. On the back end, Jablonski, Wells, and Gruner. And then Chandler Naiman will be in net for the CU Buffaloes as we begin this game. Mention that CU playing under second-year head coach Guy Sarasoli, who is just in his year 2 with the CU program, but has been around for a couple of decades in terms of local lacrosse. Colorado State under fifth-year head coach Ryan McDonald. That's another one where that 5 may be misleading. Coach McDonald has been with CSU Lacrosse forever, including some time spent with my man next to me in Patrick Sullivan. We're looking at head coach Guy Sarasoli right there for the CU Buffaloes. Going with the long pole during warm-ups. That's impressive. Right underneath the Rams logo. Some little gamesmanship there. I was not aware Guy had the long stick. And now we get ready for that opening face-off with a quick look at head coach Ryan McDonald for the CSU Rams. Mentioned 5th year as the head coach, but been around forever with the program, including a 2006 MCLA National Championship as a sophomore midfielder. About to get underway here at Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins. You see Hoff on the left for CSU in white, Kuligowski on the right for CU in black as we just get underway at 7:01 Mountain Time here in Fort Collins. Honored, privileged, pumped, jacked, psyched to be here for this home finale for Colorado State as they take on their arch rivals in the CU Buffaloes. Across the way, some of the students. I'm a child, so I always start to read all the posters and see what they're saying. I see who's got some fans. Oh, see Malinowski has a 99 sign across the way. She just dropped that. Meanwhile, the opening face-off, and we just get underway. Again, visual setup for you. Traveling in this first quarter from right to left on your screen in black are the CU Buffaloes. Defending right now in white. Those are the Rams of Colorado State. 0-0 game between the Buffaloes at 5-4 on the season, the Rams 5-5, both teams within the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference. CU getting an opportunity to get a shot off. They go bouncer, and Bebo makes the save, and then a nice scoop by Jake Nis. That'll give us a chance when we have the whistle. Sully, what are your expectations? What do you feel? What's the vibe of this?
I feel some hunger out of both these teams. I'm expecting this to be an incredibly physical match. You got rivalry in here. Rams are going to come out hot. Buffs are going to come out hot. It's going to be a good one.
We showed you the recent resumes for each of these teams entering this contest. The Rams coming off a win over Utah on campus just last Saturday, and the Buffaloes took a loss to Texas. An odd look, you just saw that. Here in a football facility, you have those safety nets back there. Jake Nis, the long stick, had the head of his stick stuck in the net. You won't see that very often. What we have seen throughout the course of the year is saves by Chucky, and Charlie Bebo makes another save, and now the Rams will clear and try to set up their first possession. Jordan Cutter bringing it up for the Rammies.
Now you love to see that as a Rams fan. Goalie getting hot early, seeing 2 tough shots and making those doorstep saves.
Sully, what's your reaction? Malinowski and Owen Welschlager is back starting in the attack. Jared McFerrin is actually going to play mid today.
Well, I know Coach Mack is excited to get Owen back on the field. He really feels like they have a dynamic attack with these three guys down there with Riley Flores.
Something that's gone well offensively is Nick Chastain from way up high running the offense. He gets it to Riley Flores, who gets a shot off and a nice save by Naaman, but the Rams will keep it. As there is Welschlager setting it back up, and the Rams cycle it around once again.
Both goalies making that first save, very tough one.
Good note, they look strong too. Welschlager thinks about it, instead feeds Malinowski. Ball to the ground, Chastain gets it. Flores to Malinowski and a score. First on the board in the showdown at Canvas Stadium are the CSU Rams. Carson Malinowski with the goal.
That's 2 very good looks early here from the Rams offense, finding space right above that crease area in front of the goalie. You know, there was a big ground ball there earlier by Nick Chastain in the middle. Ball goes around to Flores. He's able to find the cutting Malinowski for the finish to put the Rams up 1.
Well, an early glimpse as we look at 9-9 right there. That's a freshman and a former goalie in this place. Well, it ain't too big for him. Carson Malinowski gets the Rams on the board at 12:56 first quarter, and it's a 1-0 lead for Colorado State. And a face-off win. The crowd reacts as Cale Kissel scoops it up. A shot forthcoming. No, some excellent defense. Stepping into the play for CU was Ryan Wells. Causes the turnover and gets the ground ball, and now CU will try to clear. Again, CU in black, moving right to left.
CU defense did a good job there. Saw face-off man coming down, tempted him to shoot it. He wanted to get rid of it and forced him into a bad play.
Was starting to have that look. You remember last year, we were both up here, Sully, where BYU did that to CSU. Just racked up goals 3 consecutively before we even got settled in. But as you noted properly, CU played good defense, got possession back. You will hear Sully call out excellent defensive play quite often, him with that All-American defensive background. Shot coming through. Think Bebo got a piece of that. Will liberally credit him with the save, and now Colorado State will try to clear. Farkas takes contact with the left shoulder, and then it's intercepted midfield by CU and Weston Keller. Those are those little things. That was a possession, and then it was not.
When it was, and it's coming off a big save from Chucky. That's 3 saves so far in the first couple minutes here, all inside 5 yards. You'd really like to take advantage of those clearing opportunities early on.
Chucky Bebo with his first start in Canvas Stadium in the showdown, looking pretty strong early on. That shot over the top of the crossbar. Good defense by Kevin Mulligan. The shot attempt by Jake McIntyre, one of the top point totalers for CU. And awaiting the restart is the senior attack, Grayson Mitchell. Now we'll isolate in on one of those referees.
I believe we're waiting for the clock here. A little different scenario for us from us being on the IM fields. We have the little clocks. Now we get to use the football clocks.
Yeah, we got the big board. Perspective for you. The clock operators are still at field level. Well, CU keeping the possession, and they will set themselves up in this attack set. No goal after what looked like a CU score by Adam Bakke. Instead, Cutter is going to bring it up. In the last 3 games, Jordan Cutter has been really outstanding on the clear for Colorado State.
I think the Rams got a little lucky there. It looked like that was in the goal before he went in the crease, which should have allowed it, but maybe the refs saw something different.
Here's Chastain. along the goal line. Malinowski scores again. Chastain to Malinowski, and the Rams are up 2 here at Canvas Stadium.
Very similar to Malinowski's first goal. He just finds space on the crease. Chastain coming down with the alley dodge and is able to feed for the finish.
The crowd digging that. Nice start, and here's the replay.
There's that replay there. See, now Nick is going behind the goal. I'm not sure what 8 was thinking there from CU, but he draws him, and which allows Carson to get that wide open look.
Nick Chastain feeds Carson Malinowski, and the Colorado State Rams are up 2. And then they get the faceoff win, the ground ball pickup by Blaine Ware. And Ware's not shy. Nice trail check, pops the ball loose.
I think he got a little too excited on that one.
Mark Olszewski with a nice play. We'll credit him. And now CU will clear through midfield. Well, I've seen goaltending. Both sides playing well. Rams winning the faceoffs. It's a nice start. Credit CU in a couple of different situations, able to create turnovers and regain possessions. Two-0 game. Buffaloes in black, trailing after a pair of Malinowski scores for Colorado State. Around the crease, shot coming through, and Chucky saw it the whole way and makes the save, just sweeps it away.
We got a flag down. Looks like the Buffs will be going man up.
Quick shot of the official there. Sully.
Looks like they're going to get Kissel with the cross check. 1 minute.
There's Kale. So for the first time in this lacrosse contest, special team situation, it'll be CU going up, man up for the first time. The lighting will change throughout the course of this broadcast. We had a little bit of sunshine, and then now you see the entire field shrouded in the shade. Eventually that sun's going to totally set behind us to the west. We are looking to the east. CU man up. Buffalo's looking for their first score. McIntyre thinking about it. He sends it. Not sure it got through all the way to Bebo. Might have been deflected by one of the defenders for CSU. So Ben Hamilton restarts the CU attack. They try to send one through. Look at the reaction. Nice job, Mulligan and Malcolm McDonald tipping it away.
The passing lane was there, but those 3 Rams closed the door real quick.
CU still man up. They take the shot from 15 yards away. It goes over the crossbar. Not much of a threat for Bebo. That shot attempt by Drew McConaughey, a sophomore out of Princeton, New Jersey. Ooh, a cutter's open right there. That's pretty lacrosse, and a score for Grayson Mitchell. First on the board for the Buffaloes, it's Grayson Mitchell for CU.
And the Rams had just gotten back to even, wasn't able to get back in time and get settled into their 6s. So that's how he was so open in front of the cage there.
You think they were aware of that on the attack to hurry up and get it to the cutter right up front of the crease before everybody can collect themselves?
I believe so.
Okay.
The guy carrying the ball, he was looking upfield. He saw the defender running in and forced it a little bit, but he was open.
So CU gets their first score. It's Grayson Mitchell at 8:08 first quarter. We've got a 1-goal differential. The Rams with the lead here on their home turf. We are on campus here in Fort Collins. Got a bounce attempt, trying to pass it through the crease. It doesn't work out.
Yeah, not a lot of angle there. He'll tell coach it was a possession shot when he gets off the field.
Okay. That's that inside perspective we get from Patrick Sullivan. Tough defense, physical play on the part of Jordan Cutter. CU recollects themselves, trying to establish some momentum for themselves after scoring their first goal. They go bouncer, and they do get their second of the night. Comes off the stick of Weston Keller. We're even up after the Keller goal at 7:25. Let's check out what we see on this replay right here, Sully.
Yeah, that was a really nice dodge from up top. We come in a little bit late, fakes like he's going right, comes down the left, and is able to get to the middle of the field. Kind of a funky bounce there. I don't know if Charlie saw that one right. He kind of went to the left there and is able to sneak it over the shoulder on the bouncer.
On the adjacent face-off that we're going to cut to, Blaine Ware gets the ground ball, and then Colorado State will have possession, will set up in the attack area. We're getting a nice long look of Weston Keller, who just scored for CU. There's Welschlager behind the cage from X. Thought for a moment there he had a center cutter. I was trying to get a read on the numerals coming through, but it goes out of bounds, and CU is going to try to bring it up.
Yeah, it looked like Jared McFerrin was there to back it up. I'm not sure what the ref called, but the ball goes back to the Buffs.
Rams started the game with the first two goals, both from freshman Carson Malinowski. Then within 45 seconds of each other, Grayson Mitchell, Weston Keller for the CU Buffaloes, and we're tied up 2-2 in this showdown between the Buffaloes and the Rammies. CU showing some composed patience as they cycle it around. And now here they come. Nothing there. Evan Shanks with some good D. And a good reaction by Will Farkas, poking it away with the long pole. We're going to quickly look at the first goal by Colorado.
And this was the one coming off the man down. CSU wasn't quite able to get matched up there. And CU attacker found himself right in front of the goal.
Meanwhile, back to the live action. A shot coming through, and then a nice save by Chandler Naiman. Oh, look at the quick transition from CU. Going to lead to a shot and a score for the CU Buffaloes. Drew McConaughey, the sophomore, gives the Buffs their first lead of the night.
Yeah, they caught the Rams sub in there going from O to D, which is what you never want to do. You want to get in, get matched up, and they give them a big break there. It looked like 4-on-2. It's 3 in a row now for the Buffs.
You are correct, Sully. In all accounts, including, I mean, you don't have to be rocket scientist. You saw the numbers were perfect for CU. And now they get the face-off win. Kuligowski does his job for the Buffaloes. As Sully just pointed out, 3 consecutive goals scored by CU, and now they're up 1. Like to hush down for a moment. You can hear both of the benches and then the crowd across the way in the east stands. McConaughey makes the turn, and he goes over the shoulder of Chucky, and that's 2 consecutive goals scored by Drew McConaughey, 4 straight for the University of Colorado. There's McConaughey right there, 41. He lost the defender And then as you were watching along with us, you could see all that open space for him to choose where he was going to place the ball. There it is.
Well, it's really a beautiful play. He gets up, gets the defender out of position, is able to give himself enough angle to get back under, and take a nice shot to put the Buffs up 2 now.
And what looked like a Dylan Hoff face-off win turns into possession awarded to CU. Buffalo's on a roll right now. They've got momentum. They're up 2 here in the first quarter at Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins.
This is where the faceoffs are so essential. Giving up a couple goals there, you want to stop runs. You got to be able to win faceoffs.
And you can see the confidence of CU operating here. They try to get one through. The attackers sent to the turf. No whistle. Good defense by Will Farkas and Blaine Ware. Buffalo's going to keep it, though. About 4 minutes left, first quarter. Colorado up 2. They've scored the last 4. Mulligan had a caused turnover, but couldn't get the ground ball and then couldn't stay on his pins.
Yeah, it was great shorty defense with the check, getting it down. Is able to get the ball up, but he gets collapsed by a couple of Buff riders there.
Nice reaction by Will Kramer, a senior out of Massachusetts, to stay in the play and eventually get the ball back for his Buffaloes. Down to 3.5 left. The last 8 minutes or so, it's been a whole lot of us looking at CU in the attack area and scoring 4 times consecutively. Almost looks like players are getting used to the turf down there. Ball knocked loose by Kissel. CU's able to scramble for it and again keep that possession going. Walking across the way over there. That's Kramer.
That was a good collapse by the interior Rams defense there to force that low ankle shot.
Cutter on Kramer. Kramer tries to force it through. Chucky read that one. He saw it coming. So B-Ball makes the save, steps outside of his crease looking for the clear. Long throw. Nice spot. Here comes Mulligan. Elects to take the shot. It's wide. But the Rams will keep it. Riley Flores shagging. We'll see how the Rams act. They haven't had a long possession in the attack area for a long time, so see how they operate here. That's Dowden up top. Malinowski has the 2 goals for CSU. That's him right there, 99. Now under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Flores finds a cutter and gets the score. Malinowski has a hat trick in the first quarter in his first game at Canvas Stadium.
And I think every single goal has come from the exact same spot.
CSU goal scored by number 99, Carson Vininsky. Assisted on the play by number 4, Riley Flores.
Nice isolation shot of Carson Malinowski. Sully, here's the replay.
Yeah, so we got Riley Flores, draws the shorty there, so he's drawn a lot of attention from the CU defense. A lot of heads focused on him. Malinowski finds the space behind those heads and is able to finish for the third of the night.
And then, like you were talking about, the adjacent faceoff win. Nice work by Dylan Hoff. And then the scoop by Blaine Ware. Take your time. Stop their momentum. Got one. Here's your chance to tie it up with about 90 seconds left. Blaine Ware approaching. And then a timeout called. Is that Ryan McDonald taking the timeout? So it's head coach Ryan McDonald and his staff want to talk it out, and we will also take a break. So the Rams scored the first 2, then 4 in a row by CU. Malinowski scores again for CSU. We got a 1-goal game. We take a pause here in Fort Collins. And we're looking to the south and east from our perches here in Fort Collins. We're at Canvas Stadium overlooking sunny Lubbock Field. This is the home of head coach Jay Norvell's Colorado State football squad, currently in spring camp. And we are stoked to be here as you look at the iconic Ram's Head right there at midfield here in this gorgeous facility. Very unique situation where you have an MCL team that's progressive enough like CSU to put together this type of event, and then you package it together with the historic rivalry between Colorado and Colorado State. Fun stuff, and we're glad to be here. 1-goal game as Owen Welschlager tries to battle through 3 different defenders, tried to sweep a shot through, and really not much of a threat for Chandler Naiman. Rams just got a goal from Carson Malinowski before the timeout, looking for their 4th to even it up. There's Riley Flores right there. He had 6 goals in the Utah win just last Saturday, and then earned himself a next up interview session. If you want to look around YouTube, just search Riley Flores. Dude did a real nice job. Dowden, Welschlager, and back up to Flores. And here comes Chastain, tries to send it through. It's stopped by the right shin of that guy, Chandler Naiman. Naiman, a local kid, played for Cherry Creek. Head coach Matt Bachlet down there. Lengthy goalie out of Aurora. Stands 6'3", 225. You like those kind of guys behind you, right, as a D-man?
Oh, absolutely. That's a big boy. It takes up a lot of space in that.
Here's Chastain with about 30 seconds left. Right in front. Oh, we can't find that corner. I think Bowers is going to chase it. Camera's locking in on Trevor Kunkel. Nope, Bowers awarded possession. So, we continue. We reset our time clock. We're under 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter as you look at another local guy out of Aurora. Smoky Hills, James Bowers. Malinowski trying to spin out of trouble. He does, with under 20 seconds left. Crowd counting it down. Dowden takes the shot, stopped by Naiman. You see the gear carnage where Bowers got his stick popped out of his hands, but that's how we're going to finish the first quarter of play. Well, it's a 1-goal differential that fits the season for both these teams, and, well, that's kind of how you like it if you enjoy the lacrosse entertainment. We've got 3 more quarters minimum here at the showdown between CU and CSU.
Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal. Yeah, looking around the local residential
halls and edifices over the front porch there. That's the new Belgian porch. We always got a lock on that. 4-3 game. Rams started up 2-0, but now it's the Rams who are down 1 goal. Marty Cesario, Patrick Sullivan, Sully, after 15 minutes of lacrosse. What's your read?
This thing has been action-packed. I know there's been 7 goals on the board in the first quarter, but both goalies are playing fantastic so far.
Mentioning Charlie Beeball, the freshman out of Los Gatos, California. Outstanding starter for Colorado State. And then Chandler Naiman, the senior from Cherry Creek in Aurora, Colorado. Yeah, both goalies pretty solid here. Lots of shots, including there. And Beeball might have got a piece of it with the tip of his left foot. CU's going to keep it.
That is a quick release there from McIntyre.
Well, McIntyre's got 24 goals on the season. Another local kid out of Parker played for Chaparral. And that's him again. Easy chase for Weston Keller. Crowd settled down a little bit, so both benches, now that we've transitioned into the second quarter. Oh, good anticipation by Malcolm McDonald. Cause turnover, ground ball, clear Rams. Here they come, CSU. Crowd like that across the way in the east stands. Props to the student body showing up, taking the walk over here at this gorgeous on-campus facility, only 7 years old.
Yeah, it was a beautiful play from McDonald on defense. He's able to find Farkas in the clear. Not able to take advantage, but Coach Mack will be happy that they're settling and getting the guys back in.
That's Welschlager. Good to see him back. He missed a couple of games in a row. Reinserted to the starting lineup. Tries to make the turn there. That left release too wide. But Malinowski will go get it. That guy, another freshman, 3 goals in the first quarter of play. And he's coming around. I don't think he got the angle on that. Wide to the near side of Naiman. Bowers picks it up and restarts. So that's 3 different times now we've seen CSU attacking from the flanks of the crease.
And they're getting some pretty good looks. You'd like them to get about 1 to 2 steps higher to increase their angle.
Yeah, I thought Bowers might lean into that more and get 2 more steps like you're describing, Sully. Well, here comes Owen Welschlager. And again, no cutters. It's just the attacker on his own. Tries to send it through, and it's read well by Naiman. He saw that force coming, and just like you've been talking about, Patrick, the goaltending has been really good.
Well, that's been 2 good defensive stands from Gruner on Welschlager, who is a really tough cover.
Gruner played for Peter Devlin at Dawson School. Kid out of Broomfield, senior now. That ball kind of oddly rides over the top of Charlie Beeball.
Both defenses have been doing a good job so far. We've seen a lot of those low angle shots.
No scoring first 3 minutes of the second quarter. In total, 5 minutes of play without a single score going back to the first quarter. Ooh, man open on the doorstep there. Nice late reaction by Farkas. Causes the scrum. Malcolm McDonald gave his body away, and it leads to a Rams possession and a clear. Coming through and scores! Cale Kissel sweeping it through the goalie. And the Rams have tied it up, and there's the react
CSU Rams
from the Colorado State men's
scored by
lacrosse
number
fans.
10, Cale Kissel.
Oh, this will be fun. Great replay. Sully, go ahead.
This is 100% D unit here. Starts with the fantastic 2 slide down from Farkas. Good slide from, I believe, Malcolm McDonald. Farkas is able to get the scoop, gets it up to Kissel. He takes care of the rest, runs right down the chute, buries it.
Outstanding play and the follow through with the sweep. Cale Kissel, the sophomore and former Wheat Ridge farmer. And we have a tie game in the showdown here in 2023. CU wins the ensuing face-off. And we'll see how the Buffaloes react. Not well because of good D. And here come the Rams. Kevin Mulligan. I think Mulligan could play free safety for Norvell. Dude's an athlete.
I love his physicality, too, on defense.
Malinowski coming up. Looked like a two-man game going on there with Mulligan. Now Kevin's going to move off your picture to the bottom right. So from X, Carson Malinowski. Welschlager thought he had an opportunity. He was open at the crease. Credit the CU defense as they try to clear now. Jablonski gets to it. And now the middies will sub in for CU. That's Matt Kroskin. As the Buffaloes spin it around now in a tie game, 4-4. McConaughey has 2 goals in this game. Is that a score? It is for CU. Everyone with the delayed reaction.
This is going to be an interesting replay. I wonder if it hits off of Charlie's back and goes in. He's looking to feed inside. He did have a man on the crease there. Oh, Charlie puts his stick up and blocks it, but unfortunately goes in the net.
So great anticipation by Chucky. Gets in the way of that pass attempt over the crossbar, but it hits him and goes in.
Yeah, just unfortunate outcome there. You don't see that very often.
Well, 9:45 mark. You credit Drew McConaughey. He has 3 goals in this game now. And immediately CU wins the faceoff, moves downfield, and they get a score. That's Grayson Mitchell. His 2nd goal of the game. And the Buffaloes surge with 2 goals within seconds and regain the lead.
And that's a silky goal that will get the Buffs bench hyped up. Great play from the faceoff guy. Goes down, finds number 7 there, Mitchell, right in front with a nice silky BTB. And the flag down.
And so that is going to give CU man up after scoring their 2nd consecutive goal.
They're going to get Kissel again with the slash for 1 minute. Here's that play from CU off the faceoff. Just a really nice hard play. Finds Mitchell there right in front of the crease. Cutter in good position. So really the only move he can do is the BTB, and he finishes.
Excellent work of Kuligowski, number 30 right there in black, who wins the faceoff again. He came down on that previous sequence and will be credited with an assist to Grayson Mitchell. So just like that, after the Rams had tied things up off the Cale Kissel goal, McConaughey and Mitchell, and CU is up 2. Game of mini runs so far. Buffaloes have scored the last 2. They take that shot. Goes wide of P-ball.
This would be a big stop for the Rams if they're able to hold them on this man-up opportunity.
Sully with the quick recall that the Buffaloes right now are man up. They have an extra man on the field for what's got to be another at least 30 seconds.
Yep, and on the 2-goal run here after CSU tied it.
We're back to even strength now. As CU continues to operate methodically within the attack area with their 2-goal advantage. And a bounce shot with the left. And that is the work of Jake McIntyre, the junior out of Parker.
And that's a beautifully placed shot. This is good defense from Jake Niss. Forces him to a very low angle. And this is a deceptive shot here. I think this bounce probably went in the only place it could have. Does a good job, keeps him under it incredibly low. Goes off stick low and is able to sneak it in.
And the trajectory too, he lifted up over the shoulder. Just a rad bounce. And it solves Chucky. And just like that, the Buffaloes have scored 3 consecutively. And this is the largest differential of the entire game. Timely face-off win for Dylan Hoff.
Yeah, that was huge. They needed that.
Dylan behind the back looking for helpers, finally gets one in James Bowers. So that first line group of middies comes in and helps out Hoff. The composed senior veteran, Nick Chastain, taking his time. Chastain low this time, making that turn we've seen often, and it goes wide. Crowd's reacting to something across the way.
Yeah, tough angle shot there. It really works out for that defender, Alec. He's able to get possession back for the Buffs.
Oh, Alec Umitian. Umitian, it's an Armenian name.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go
Yeah,
for
I
that
know.
one.
I saw that. Like, let me help you out. And he personally helped me out with that. Umitian. Under 7 to play here. So we're halfway through, roughly, in this second quarter. Whole lot of lacrosse to go. That's McIntyre again. Did it go through? It does. As you see the Buffaloes celebrate. So consecutive goals by Jake McIntyre, and the Buffaloes are on a roll right now.
I think that one snuck up on Chucky there. Tough angle here. We got McIntyre again. He's just put his name all over this game. Looks like he got him 5-hole there.
During this run, we've seen some odd goals come through Chucky. You know, the one that where he almost intercepted a pass and it bounces off his stick. McIntyre right there. Previously he had that weird angle on a bouncer.
When it looked like he had it, I think it went through his legs there and then hits off his shin and then goes in.
The Rams battling through chaos. Sideways Twizzler attempt. Goes to the back of the end zone there. Riley Flores shags it, and the Rams need a goal right here. That's obvious.
Yeah, over the past couple minutes, their best scoring opportunities have come from their defensive personnel.
The one goal in the second quarter is from Cale Kissel. And that is a long stick mid. Here's Chastain. It caroms off a defender for CU. Welschlager got to it, and the fans dig it. They like the hustle of the freshman. Get a good look at those guys across the way. And a score. That is Matthew Dowden. Gets the timely goal for the Colorado State Rams.
Rams needed that one bad, and that was a beautiful move
CSU
coming off the inbounds from Welschlager there.
Scored by number 38.
You know, you like
Matthew
early offense
Dowden.
when the defense isn't fully settled. Gets the shorty behind, has some attack history back there, and is able to beat him to the top side and beat the goalie low.
Yeah, good note, too. We've seen Dowden play the attack position a lot, so he's not unfamiliar with that crease. We're looking around. There's 38 right there. Matt Dowden, sophomore, out of Deep Haven, Minnesota. Needed that and got it from 38. Now need the face-off. And CU got it. The GB for McIntyre. Another slip on that turf at Canvas Stadium. So Dowden scores the second goal of the second quarter for CSU. As you noted that's the first time that an attacker has scored for Colorado State in the second. Well, the Rams defending. They're down 3 with about 5.5 left here in the second quarter at Canvas Stadium. Starting to move to darkness as you see the lights having more presence on your screen. Nice snag by B-Ball. Shanks trying to clear. Instead sends it forward and then a turnover.
That's a tough one there for the Rams. I'm not sure if he just lost the ball in the stands there, but it looks like a pretty good connection between Shanks and Ware.
Those are all those little opportunities that won't be on the stat sheet, but are a big part of the story. See you trying to make the turn. That shot attempt, no good. That was Adam Bakke.
Looks like Charlie got a piece of that one.
Chucky's starting to dial in now that the lights are coming on. We're going to darkness. B-Ball with the save, and here comes CSU. Mulligan to Welschlager. Down low, Flores finds Mullen again. Mulligan's dropped to the turf, and he's going to stay down too. So play continues.
Yeah, another huge hit in the middle of the field from Cade Ebers, but it looks like he's the one who's getting up a little gimpy.
And a rebound shot is good for Colorado. That's Grayson Mitchell with the score for the Buffaloes.
Chucky noticeably upset there. Made a fantastic save. Unfortunate bounce leads right to Mitchell there for the easy finish.
Yeah, I was with you. I was about to applaud with all that just happened. Him making that stop, outstanding. But he couldn't secure the ball, and you're seeing the replay here.
Which was a beautiful save. It's just, he was hoping he was stepping in the crease there with the point to the ref, but no go.
Well, you see the frustration and the shake of the head and look back at the big board. And then we go to the shot midfield at the Ram head. Grayson Mitchell now joins the 3 different players in this game who've recorded a hat trick in goal scoring the first half. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the physical carnage that you were talking about, Sully. Replays the contact.
Yeah, we had Mulligan go down there. Looks like he's holding a little bit high as we get our reverse here. We'll have to catch up with that one again later.
There's a whole lot going on, and then later you pointed out Ebers delivered a hit, but kind of took the brunt of that altercation. And meanwhile, live play with McIntyre approaching. Kissel pushes him away. Well, someone right up front of the doorstep, but Chucky makes the save for CSU, and he'll retreat. Take your time. 3.5 left, second quarter. Rams trailing by 4 once again. Colorado State started this game and scored the first 2, both from Carson Malinowski, the freshman. Then CU scored 4 in a row. The Rams were able to tie it up at 4-4 about 4 minutes into the second quarter. And you can see on your score bug up top left, the Buffaloes now have a 4-goal lead.
The Buffs got caught offside on that play, but fortunately for them, the refs didn't see it.
Malinowski trying to get through. And it's not going to happen. Good defense by Ryan Wells. Flores way up top. Again, Riley Flores had 6 goals in the win over Utah last Saturday. He has not recorded a point today. Well, he does have 1 assist. Ebers tries to turn and squeeze it through. Not going to happen, but the Rams will keep it. There's Malinowski. Off the pipe. Welschlager scores and takes a hit to the face, but celebrates. The Rams get the goal. Owen Welschlager.
Scored
Now,
by
Welschlager is going to get the glory here, but you have got to see this assist from Riley
Assist on the play
Flores.
by number 4, Riley Flores.
This was a thing of beauty.
We'll check out all that in this sequence here.
Yep, so we had first, we got Malinowski coming in. Oh, right off the top pipe, had the goalie beat. So we zoom out a little bit. We didn't catch it on that angle there, but Riley Flores had such a beautiful assist with Welschlager with the finish, and he's let number 8 know what's up.
So Welschlager scores and brings the Rams to within 3. And now we have a pause in the action here, and there's going to be a stick check. That is Welschlager's stick.
In progress.
Now, when something like this happens, this is from the opposing coach. So
I was gonna ask you
the
that.
opposing coach
Okay.
is challenging the authenticity of this stick and is questioning if it's illegal.
So head coach Guy Sarasoli for CU and the staff wanted a stick check. And you see the reaction of the crowd. And there's one of the assistants for CU. And after all that pause, it will indeed be a Colorado State goal. That's again one of the assistants for the CU Buffaloes. Just watching reaction of the staff down there. And now the face-off. Michael Reed out there for CSU, but Kuligowski just too strong. All right, 2 minutes left, second quarter. My partner Patrick Sullivan has started to head to the elevator. He is going to MC the Hall of Fame announcements downstairs at the halftime break. 3-goal game after the Owen Welschlager goal holds up following the stick check. Buffalo's taking their time. They hint like it's a high screen, but Mulligan moves away from that. Reed staying out there on defense. Interesting. Referring to Michael Reed, one of the seniors, and maybe that's just a nod. It is senior night, the last home game of the 2023 regular season for Colorado State. Approaching that minute mark. Nice turn, dodge, and score for the Colorado Buffaloes. Pretty piece of work there by Alec Umutia, sophomore out of Napa, California. So it's the Buffaloes first to double digits as you look at the replay. Just a face dodge there. And rolls away from the defender and solves the goalie. Have to appreciate good work when you see it. And that's what we just witnessed. At the 58-second mark in the second quarter, Alec Umutian scores for CU, and then they win the faceoff again. Kuligowski is a problem at that faceoff dot. It's a 4-3 game with the Buffaloes having the slim advantage after the first quarter expired. We're going to take a break as Colorado State takes a timeout. We're live here in Fort Collins at Canvas Stadium.
Jason, let's go see your room.
5 minutes short of 8 o'clock Mountain Time. It's the right time for some outstanding college lacrosse. We're here at the showdown between Colorado and Colorado State. Right now the Buffaloes have the upper hand, up 4 in the final seconds of this first half of play. Timeout was called, I believe that was by the CU staff, by the way, as they wanted to set up for what may be a final possession in the attack area. Looking for that shot from up top, and that is McIntyre. Goes over the stick side of Charles Bebaugh, but the Buffaloes are going to keep it with under 15 seconds remaining. Cause turnover and a ground ball. Here comes Cale Kissel. We've seen this. And a good job by the Buffaloes getting back into the play. That was Adam Bakke, former Arapahoe Warrior, able to knock the ball loose. And there is the horn, and that was the first half of this showdown between CU and CSU. Guy Sarasolis, Colorado Buffaloes, up 4. More work to do as Ryan McDonald and his Colorado State Rams will talk it out in the locker room. Again, 10-6, the Buffs lead the Rams here in Fort Collins.
Do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's so good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
From Langley, Virginia, Alex Devlin folded into the culture of CSU very quickly. His ability to play on both ends of the field made him one of the most dangerous and versatile midfielders in the entire MCLA during his career. Alex was the captain on the 2013 National Championship team and one of the cornerstones of the 2012 and the 2013 National Championship teams. Alex was named the most valuable player of the 2012 National Championship game. Alex was a 3-time All-American and 3-time All-Conference player. Alex finished his CSU career with 63 goals, 40 assists, good for 17th all-time on the CSU men's lacrosse scoring list.
Hall of Fame. It is very well deserved, and you are an outstanding representation of what CSU Lacrosse stands for. I had the honor of playing with Alex for 3 years, and the misfortune of living at Crabtree with him for 3 years. Devlin was a great teammate and a tremendous leader that developed into becoming a captain of our undefeated 2013 team. He was an outstanding lacrosse player on the field, dominating as a two-way midfielder with only one move and a right hand. He He always carried himself with the utmost humility, never taking credit for his many individual accolades and accomplishments, which include 3-time All-Conference, 3-time All-American, and MVP of the 2012 National Championship game. Devlin embodies what our CSU Lacrosse motto is of family. He took that to heart and still shows today through the love and respect that your teammates and friends have for you. I speak for all of us in that it was an honor to play with you, and congratulations on yet another outstanding accomplishment.
Congratulations, Alex. Our second Hall of Fame inductee this evening is Hayden Porter. Hayden was a pillar in what was one of the most dominant defenses in MCLA history. He was a lockdown defender, often paired up against the best attackmen in the country, and a key piece in back-to-back MCLA national championships. He was awarded with back-to-back first-team All-American seasons in 2012 and 2013. On the All-MCLA tournament team twice in a row, and a first-team All-Conference defense 3 of his 4 seasons at CSU. His career was capped off with a 21-0 season in 2013 and a national championship, in which he was awarded Player of the Game with the rest of the close defenders unit. Hayden will long be remembered as one of the most feared defenders in the history of
friendships and other people beyond just what happened on the field. I was honored to be your line mate, your roommate, and now your friend. Hard work, you always feel like that example. Friendships around you and the various friendships themselves. And as we play the same defensive line for years, you always felt like kept us accountable, especially when I was fighting fast enough. And lots of greatness, there's too much to list. All-American, All-Conference honors, 2 national championships, national championship game MVP for close defense. Career records in the NCAA as a senior year.
Congratulations, Hayden. Our family of famed inductees this evening are Bob and Ray Porter. Barb and Greg were staples at all CSU men's lacrosse events and road trips. Barb and Greg brought CSU lacrosse to life through their photography over the 4 years their son Hayden Porter played it for the program. Their photography still lives on today on the CSU Lacrosse website and is a remembrance of one of the most dominant periods in CSU lacrosse history. We are incredibly thankful for Bob and Greg for all their time, commitment, and love they shared for the program over the years.
Congratulations to Dad Barb for making the CSU Men's Lacrosse Family of Fame. Extremely well deserving. I don't know if you guys missed a single game throughout the 4 years that I was there. I know my teammates and I are extremely thankful for your dedication and everything that you did for us, especially with all the photography and stuff that you guys did, so that we now have those memories for the rest of our lives to look back on. I know you did that and so many other things to help out with the team along the way. It's pretty special to be inducted with you guys at the same year. I'm looking forward to it. Love you guys. Thanks again for everything that you've done, and congratulations.
Congratulations, Barb and Greg. We are proud to announce and congratulate our new CSU Lacrosse Hall of Fame and Family of Fame members, Alex Devlin, Hayden Porter, Barb Porter, and Greg Porter. Go Rams! Welcome back to the field, the Colorado Buffaloes and your CSU Rams.
We're looking at the lights to the east and pulling back. So you can see those east stands.
And the gorgeous facility here at Canvas Stadium, that is sunny Lubick Field, getting ready for the second half of play. Marty Cesario, along with Patrick Sullivan, along with the outstanding crew of Phil Mildren, Justin Salvia, Mike Trujillo, Tom Maynor, Lexi Wines. Let's look at some of the highlights from the first quarter play. We're kind of taking a peek and probing around. You see the dunk there by CU after Colorado State had scored the first 2 goals of the game. Another shot that solved the goalie for Colorado State. And repeatedly, Drew McConaughey had opportunities. Carson Malinowski had a strong first half with 3 goals. Cal Kissel goal was exciting. There's one of the odd scores for CSU. And then now we go back to live play as we just begin the second half. So the Rams scored the first 2, then CU went on a surge. The Rams were able to tie things up at 4-4. And then CU started taking command, specifically within the second quarter of play. We've flipped sides. Colorado State will be attacking from the left to the right of your screen. As you see Carson Malinowski retreating a little bit, allowing first-line mids to check in. The visual reset for you, wearing the white with the iconic bighorn curl on their lids. That is Colorado State. Defending right now, Colorado Buffaloes wearing all black, slightly accented with the gold. Malinowski thought about behind the back, didn't go there, turned around and got the shot off, but it's wide. Welschlager is going to keep possession for CSU with work to do. Head coach Ryan McDonald's Colorado State Rams down 4. Had so much momentum coming off that win over Utah just last Saturday. Buffaloes took a loss to Texas in their previous game. Welschlager sends one, and it is saved by Chandler Naiman. Sully, we've been impressed with the goalies. You know, despite you see 16 goals, but a lot of good showings of what those guys can do in the cage.
Absolutely. Another nice one there from the CU netminder. Another thing I've been impressed with is the faceoffs. It's been a grind at the faceoffs, and that's one thing that's really put CU on top here is being able to stack possessions against the Rams.
Yeah, that freshman out of Great Falls, Virginia, Mike Kulagowski, has been impactful here in this game. Speaking of the CU faceoff specialist, the Fogo.
Oh, that's funny. He went to Langley High School, who are just recently inducted to the Hall of Fame, Alex Devlin.
Oh, there's a tie.
From Langley High.
B-Ball makes a save there, and then it goes all the way downfield to midfield. And we'll restart where the Buffaloes are going to keep it. That was an odd carom off of what looked like a B-Ball save. Maybe it went off pipe.
I think it was crossbar there, yeah. To go 50 yards across the field, unless his head's made of metal.
And it was a low shot, so if it went that far, Chucky might get his kneecap checked. And they get a look at McIntyre scoring another for the CU Buffaloes. Jake McIntyre started contributing in the second quarter and has become nearly unstoppable.
Yeah, it looked like Charlie wasn't ready for that one. Incredibly low angle. I mean, one you usually very thankful for as a defense and a goalie. I think he just caught him just not being ready for that one.
That was an odd, not even a low to high, right? It just stayed on a plane.
That was a good deceptive release. Chucky stayed down and went up and tried to match it, but he sneaks it over him.
So Jay McIntyre scores his third of the contest. McIntyre, Grayson Mitchell, Drew McConaughey, and Carson Malinowski all have 3 goals in this game as you see the battle for possession. And it is a strong scrum with Kevin Mulligan picking it up and then a whistle blown. We have a man down on the field off camera. You'd see the reaction of Kevin Mulligan.
Now, normally they don't blow the whistle in that situation when the team with the ball has a scoring opportunity. They will wait until that opportunity has ended and then blow the play dead.
And
so that's why, yeah, that's why. Yeah, I feel bad for him, but that's why the CSU coaches are upset.
Well, didn't we see that earlier, too, where they didn't stop play? We're going to go ahead and take a break and be respectful of this young man. We'll wish him the best. Hopefully when we come back, he'll be standing up on his legs in good health.
Meet Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker. New from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
We're looking at Mark Olszewski, who's a senior from Norridge, Illinois, went to Maine South. And it wasn't a good look earlier. He went to that left knee. But fortunately, he has gotten up and is walking on his own accord. So that's a good look for Olszewski. We're going to restart play here. CSU was on the break, then whistle stopped play. The Rams continued their possession here with Gavin Ahern, the freshman, working from X. And he stuffs it through and celebrates. Gavin Ahern gets a goal for Colorado State.
I've been impressed with both teams and their finesse around the night. These are normally incredibly low-angle shots that you love as a defense. I'd love to see how he snuck this one in, and we're going to get the replay now. So we got Ahern on the Cali line, taken behind with the invert dodge. Sneaks that one, I think, right by the goalie's ear hole, stick side. Let's get a second look here. Fantastic slow motion from our camera guys, and he sneaks that one in.
So it's a 4-goal deficit for Colorado State after the Gavin Ahern goal at 11:32 third quarter. But as you keep pointing out, Sully, Mike Kuligowski wins those faceoffs. And then you see this, the CU Buffaloes moving into the attack area with possession.
That is the great equalizer in the sport, besides the stick. But you'd love to gain momentum there after you get a goal going down 5, but you can't stack possessions.
Coming back into the play, Kevin Mulligan forces the ground ball situation, and Will Farkas gets to it. And here comes Blaine Ware. Oh, pardon me, that's Cale Kissel, which is why the crowd's pumped. Kissel has a goal. Welschlager retreating. He moves up front and scores. Owen Welschlager gets his first of this contest.
No, they're going to call him in the crease there.
Yeah, they wave it off. It would have been his second, to correct myself, but that's meaningless as you see the reaction of Colorado State. Fans across the way. We've got a pretty good-sized group over there that are at the top of your screen. Cool opportunity for the supporters of the program and then lacrosse fans on campus to come check out these squads playing in the showdown at Canvas Stadium. We're in a $220 million FBS facility. Not sure across the nation how many situations you have like that within the MCLA. And that is a credit to the Colorado State men's lacrosse program. Second year in a row we've been able to be here for their home finale.
Now this looked like it was going to be a patented Owen Welschlager dive through the crease. I'm not seeing the toe on the line there, but the ref calls it nonetheless.
That was a waved off goal by Owen Welschlager. So it remains a 4-goal differential. You see the flag fall from the top of your screen. So the ref meant that one. He threw it way up in the air. And an indication, a man-up situation coming up. Saved by Chucky Bebaugh. And then we'll stop play as Malcolm McDonald picks it up. Let's take a peek once again, Sully, at Welschlager in what would have been a goal to make it a 3-goal game.
Yeah, for those of you who've been following us this year, he loves this patented dive through the crease, which I thought he was going to do. Looks like maybe just got the skin of his big toe on that line.
Yeah, the little break's not going CSU's way. We've had at least 2 goals that CSU has scored that were odd. The one where Chucky Bebaugh looked like he intercepted a pass. Instead, it goes off a stick and rolls down his back. And then that odd trajectory where McIntyre scored. And there's another goal by Colorado, and that is a nice whip by the former Arapahoe Warrior, Adam Bakke, getting another one for the Buffaloes. No asterisk around that one. It's just a sidearm flamethrower.
No, that's beautiful ball movement on the man-up opportunity from the Buffs here. Finds number 11 there, Bakke, on the backside, and is able to hammer it home from about 8 out.
Probably a little bit of my fault. Still holds up. Bakke was one of my guys that I did the lid check. Seems like either side, whoever I lid check, seems to do well. So look for Bakke around the Twitter if you feel like it.
Just want to see where he was and try to get you a different shot.
So Bakke scores at 8:50 here in the third, and CU is back up 5 now.
CSU won that face-off. I couldn't tell if it was Hoff there, but he thought he was in deep trouble, but he really had some space there and flips it over his back, and unfortunately goes out of bounds, and it goes back to the Buffs.
Well, at the halftime break, Colorado had a 4-goal lead. They were up 10-6. And now the Buffaloes have twice extended that lead to 5. Scored the first goal in the third quarter. Now Adam Bakke able to get that tally. And the Buffaloes lead by 5, and they have the ball again. Coming through the middle, trying for that bounce attempt with the stick over the shoulder. And it goes over the crossbar. Buffalo's going to keep it. It's been a long time. We have not described a lot of CSU possessions in the attack area. We've been watching a lot of this.
No, the Buffs have dominated, and it looks like they've gotten CSU into a zone now.
Well, how about that for a little hint of the confidence CU has? Almost midfield, they send one. Easy save for Charlie Bebaugh. Careful there, but CSU able to get to it. Jordan Cutter, is he going to try it? Yes! That looked good for Jordan Cutter. On a senior night, the former Thunder Ridge Grizzly able to score for the Colorado State Rams. Number 2 on the left side of your screen, and we will get a look.
And this is visions of old CSU Glory Day practice. We kind of catch it late there, but he comes in from the trail position. Cutter's cut through. He's the last man to come in, finds that space about 10, 15 yards out, and is able to step down to hammer it home.
Cool moment for Jordan Cutter, scoring his first of the night. maybe an adjustment there, almost conceding the Kulagowski faceoff, but then attacking him with 3 different guys, and they pop the ball loose. Still got to get possession, and eventually it's Chucky who goes and shacks the ball down. So maybe that's what you do. Okay, Kulagowski's got the upper hand on the faceoff itself, but we'll just bracket him with 3 different guys. Here comes Kevin Mulligan and Colorado State. Up front, Flores goes behind the back. He misses and then falls to the turf, and he stays down off camera. Did he fall on that shoulder? We're still looking at Carson Malinowski. Meanwhile, off camera, Riley Flores.
He is grabbing that arm.
Riley Flores missed some games because of a upper body injury. And look, he's going right to that shoulder. Oh.
Hate to see it.
Tough kid, too.
After a long road coming back.
Yeah, remember he came back in the Texas game. That was when he was reinserted into the lineup and had a modest, you could tell he was being conservative. And then he blew up for 6 goals against Utah. Well, here he is right now being taken out. The Rams got to have a short memory. Forget that as Nick Chastain gets the ball popped loose on some excellent defense by the long stick for CU. That was Jack Ryan. And here come the Buffaloes. Another one of those little things.
Yeah, the Buffs have really been able to take advantage of these 50-50 opportunities on ground balls, which has really earned them a lot of these extra possessions.
Well, the Buffaloes bench remains loud downstairs. You can hear them through the crowd mics. CU has led since the 9:54 mark in the second quarter. Some good defense there, but can't get to the ball. Shanks tried to get there. Nice save by B-Ball. Looking around, who's going to help? There it is. Nice work midfield by Jordan Cutter. He's got a goal in the third quarter, but then it's popped loose. I believe that was Jonathan Gruner with the caused turnover. Huge contact across the way, shot on goal by Chucky, save, and then a rebound attempt. Didn't secure the ball. Rebound attempt is good for the CU Buffaloes. Never mind the contact, because down in the attack area, the Buffaloes able to get another score. That's going to hold, I believe. Yep.
Visions of the second quarter there. Absolutely beautiful save in transition from Chucky. Just the second time it bounces right to a Buff attacker who's able to get a wide open look in front of the goal.
So much going on there. Right? Now we'll have to use the replay, able to verify exactly who scored that. Look at Chucky's reaction.
Yeah, the Buffs have been very effective in transition here, and that is a tough save there. Stick side low is able to make it, and then Buff's able to follow through and clean up the mess right in front of the goal.
That was Matt Kroskin wearing the 22 jersey, sophomore out of Bethesda, Maryland, putting the Buffaloes back up 5 again. Colorado State needs to string a few together. They have not done so for quite a while. Last time the Rams scored consecutive goals was Malinowski and Kissel. That was at the end of the first quarter and 3 minutes into the second. And then an unforced error and a turnover.
CSU fortunate not to get a flag there. The Buffs bench is begging for one. The whistle blew, and Ebers thought they were playing and trucked that Buff player.
Well, McConaughey flipped it over to his mid, Weston Keller. Keller, another local kid, sophomore out of Highlands Ranch. There's Jake McIntyre, who's got 3 goals in the game. And you can hear the silence through the crowd mics. The Buffaloes have suppressed the enthusiasm of the local CSU faithful. And how about that for a gnarly angle and a score for Jacob Roos? Those aren't boos, that is Roos.
The Buffs able to be patient against the CSU zone. Does a real nice job down low, drawing the 2-on-1 against Farkas. McDonald a little bit slow to come over, and even though it's a tough angle, it's a perfectly placed shot again.
Roos gets the love immediately from his partner Grayson Mitchell right there, number 7, who has 3 goals in this game. And this is the largest differential of the contest. A 6-goal lead for CU, and right on cue, Kulagowski gets the ground ball scoop up after his face-off technical expertise.
He is having himself a day.
Yeah, the Kulagowski family and his agent should probably send Phil Mildred and his crew some cash. They could put together a face-off highlight reel. But that's going to cost you.
You know, you wonder if him and Hoff played some high school against each other, playing in the DMV there in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
That's possible. We'll send that downstairs to our reporter, Hillary. No joke, CSU's in command, up 6. They've got the ball, under 2 to play here in the 3rd quarter as we've settled deep into the night here in Fort Collins. 8:33 Mountain Time, and another score for the Colorado Buffaloes. This is getting out of hand. Cooper Wygant, a freshman from Silver Spring, Maryland, scores for the Buffaloes, his first.
Yeah, the CSU defense is having a tough time finding answers for stops. Started man, went to zone. Nothing too special here. This is a little bit deep. I'm wondering if Charlie got screened there by the defender and just didn't see that shot.
That was between 2 defenders as you look at the reaction of the staff. Timely shot from our crew with Stream It Sports. I mean, considering the situation, that is the reaction of head coach Ryan McDonald and the staff for Colorado State. It's a 7-goal deficit now, and the Rams still can't get possession of the lacrosse ball. Now they got it. Malinowski trying to make a turn. He's got 5 different black jerseys around him. Jumps forward, can't release it. I think it was knocked loose before he could get the shot off.
Yeah, I think Carson would like to have that one back. He found himself about 8 yards from the goal. I'm surprised he didn't shoot that one. Tried to get to a better angle, but the CU defense is able to collapse.
CU has scored the last 3 for the last 5. And they've got the ball with about 30 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
And we got Davis Wheeler warming up on the sideline here. I'm expecting we'll see him for the 4th quarter.
Good eyes by Patrick Sullivan. Off camera, another one of the goaltenders for Colorado State. And a different look, too, because Wheeler's a big guy. We might see him very soon as he's warming up. Forget Hillary, reporter Sully from All Points on the Field. Here comes Jordan Cutter. Cutter shoots and scores. He's got 2 here in the second half.
That is a huge goal with 2 seconds left in the third quarter. And that's beautiful placement again. Both of his shots have come from the same place. You got a lefty goalie, shoots the bouncer off stick hip. Really tough place to get for a goaltender.
Let's check it out.
And this is a nice strong dodge from a defensive midfielder. Runs right through the stick of that CU defender and is able to cash it home to put the Rams within 6.
And he's earned that isolation shot. Outstanding efforts by Jordan Cutter. Not even a subtle swim move there. That's excellent technique, right? He got himself free and able to get the goal. Well, that's helped. Long way to go for Colorado State, but they get the Jordan Cutter goal to finish up the third quarter of play. Another 15 minutes of lacrosse at minimum on the way here in Fort Collins. Stand by.
Norm. He lives with anxiety, but with the help of this latest innovation from Be Normal, he can be normal, just like everyone else. With the swipe of a finger, you can project happiness, confidence, machismo. Why settle for being real when you can be normal? The Normal Maker, new from Be Normal. This item doesn't really work because there's no such thing as normal. We're all different. What we like, how our brains work. In fact, 1 in 5 of us live with mental illness. Don't filter who you are. Start by talking to someone you trust. And remember, there is no normal.
Our crew paying homage in a variety of different ways locally. That is the big bike, the fat tire on the New Belgium porch, so that fits. And then you can't see tightly, but if you walk up in front of it, it has the odd replica of Sonny Lubbock's face.
No way.
Yes, the head, it's actually modeled after Sonny Lubbock's face. And it's kind of a, I don't know, it's talked about here locally, like, hey, is it Sonny? Is it so much?
I love it. That is fantastic.
The heart is in the right place because you do anything about Sonny Lubick and you made the right move.
Oh, absolutely. If anyone deserves it, it's Sonny.
Yeah. I wonder if Sonny Lubick catches some lacrosse. Hey, Sonny, are you watching? Are you enjoying the stream at Sports Lax Action?
Well, I'm sure he's got a suite here. He could be right under us.
Yeah, it could be, right. If he flickers the lights, we'll tell you as you're watching along. There's head coach Ryan McDonald. A lot of messages to be sent. What do you think he's talking about with his guys in this scenario?
I think the biggest message is finish. You know, you're in a tough spot, 6 goals. 6 goals can be erased in a quarter. It is very possible. You can score lightning quick in this game, but it's about staying together, supporting your brothers, and finishing strong.
We have seen the Rams put themselves in holes and come back. Sometimes they haven't finished the comeback. Sometimes they have. You think of just last weekend. Made the comeback against number 21 Texas, but then lost by 1 goal. Had to make the comeback against Utah. They got that win. They came back to beat New Hampshire on campus.
They sure do like to live on the edge.
Yep. Both these squads with so many tight games that they've played. And the Buffaloes lost to Florida State by 1. Lost to number 1 Florida by 1. Well, here, it's a pretty decent gap, all things considered. Good defense by Cale Kissel. So he causes the turnover, and here come the Rams. Okay, good start here in the fourth quarter. Welschlager falling, takes contact to the ribs, stays down as McFerrin goes to grab it. Owen Welschlager is back up. You're not looking at him. We're looking at senior Jared McFerrin, who was going to play on a second line of middies today on his senior night, usually an attacker, and it looks to me like he may be playing attack again.
Well, and that's because we haven't seen Riley Flores go back in yet.
And that's why. Yep. Nice recall. Yep. Riley Flores has not returned. And so there's McFerrin in his familiar spot playing attack. James Bowers.
I'd love to see Bowers just go beast mode right here.
There it is. Not enough of an angle, and also a great read by the goalie, the senior Chandler Naiman. And see a little bit of urgency there with Jared McFerrin. Didn't want to waste any time. Matthew Dowden from the X position there, being marked by Jonah Steiner. Chastain looking to get a shot off, and he scores. The senior Nick Chastain gets a goal for the Colorado State Rams here in the fourth.
And that's a beautifully placed shot again from the Rams, hammering that off-stick hip on the CU keeper.
Okay, a couple of different angles at this Nick Chastain goal.
Well, and one thing, when Nick is moving to his right, he has such a deceptive shot. He pulls that thing all the way back behind his head and is able to get that tough release that a goalie can't really pick up cleanly, and he hammers it out of that off-stick hip. Puts Rams within 5.
Colorado State has scored the last 2 goals. Maybe a little momentum catalyst for Jordan Cutter when he scored with 2 seconds left. And how about this? A face-off win for Colorado State. Blaine Ware moving forward, but then whistle stoppage. Now, right on cue there, Dylan Hoff stays on the ground.
Yeah, he took a big hit in the middle of the field.
Okay, we'll take a peek at this and see what happened on that face-off.
Yeah, it looks like he's grabbing his leg there. I'm not sure if he got rolled over. He's got his head down.
Tap kneecaps?
Maybe. He grabbed his knee right away. It's got to be that.
And that hurts. And you see him stay down and remain down as he's being attended to by medical staff, part of the OCR team, which fits. I mean, there's an entire section underneath us at field level. It's called the OCR room, which is a great place to watch football games.
If you go even lower, you got the OCR club.
Yeah.
Shout out to OCR. They fixed my shoulder a couple months ago.
OCR has great presence here in the community. Hopefully they don't have to do anything with Dylan Hoff. We'll take a break. Dylan Hoff being attended to here in Fort Collins. I would like to see that. Dylan Hoff upright. Helped off by head coach Ryan McDonald on your right. And his senior buddy, Will Farkas, to the left. Senior Michael Reed into the picture as well. Probably going to see some more action for him on the faceoff dot. We resume play. Colorado State bringing it forward. Ty Boyson, who's also been a guy who's missed man games. Well, now he's on the field. Sophomore out of San Marcos, California. Ebers can't get through. 2 different CU defenders. And Welschlager will reset the attack. Nothing there. Boyson reacts. He didn't like what happened there as he was trying to cut through. Meanwhile, the ball is free and scooped up by Dominic Jablonski. Jablonski, a junior who played at Mullen in Denver. So we continue. The Rams scored the last two. Jordan Cutter, Nick Chastain recently. Able to get to that double-digit threshold. Now still much more to do here. Down 5 goals and been trailing for a long, long time. Excellent defense by Blaine Ware. Now the Buffaloes will spin it around. There's a look that Sully had talked about. Davis Wheeler is in goal, by the way. That's 43 in net for Colorado State. So we've had a change in goalies. Davis Wheeler, who's a sophomore out of Duluth, Georgia, is now guarding the cage for Colorado State. There he is in the picture, wearing the gray sweats. Nice ground ball. Will Farkas. Here come the Rams.
Big stop there from the Rams D. Still a lot of time left in this game. Jordan Cutter looked like he wanted to go for his third there.
I thought Cutter was going to run the offense. And you know what? He's got 2 goals.
Well, he's had a lot of success. I'm surprised he pulled that one out.
Dowden trying to come up. Can't evade defenders. 2 different guys get into the play and knock the ball free. Sam Shana, able to get the ground ball for CU, and just like that, that possession is extinguished by the Buffaloes defense.
I didn't see that number there, but that's a really just tough-nosed play. Taking on 2 attackmen, riding, getting driven into the CSU bench, but still able to complete the pass.
Buffalo's in command. CU been cold on the Rams here on this special evening at Canvas Stadium. It's chilly, by the way, 46 degrees here in our perch upstairs with the talent.
Great ground ball there from Kissel, but sadly runs into Mulligan.
Right. All those little things. Coach McDonald and his staff could do a series of cut-ups on all those little moments. Where, see, you get that one, something changes. Under 9 to play here in the 4th quarter.
They've had strings of great individual defense where they're able to get the ball on the ground, but they just can't finish the play off.
Well, that's a nice finish for Cooper Wigan, who now has 2 goals in the second half. And again, another one of those situations where I don't think you can say there's much fancy to it. Just an attacker taking a shot.
Well, and it comes off what we were just saying. Defender makes a great play, is able to get the ball on the ground. You can't get it going your way. Leads to another scoring opportunity for the Buffs. And, I mean, it doesn't matter who's in the net. They're cashing in low-angle shots all day.
And between 2 defenders, and you can kind of see the reaction of the defenders, too, as they react to each other. Cooper Wigan at 8:31 in the 4th quarter, back up to a 6-goal advantage for the University of Colorado. Sully's hopping around next to me, about to jump out there on the field. I would love to see that. Although you've had a long day.
It has been a long day with the game right before this one.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of what's on the scoreboard, what Colorado State has done in terms of a lacrosse event all day long, that's been success. Earlier today, the PSD Stars beating Windsor by 1 goal in overtime. Nice save, Davis Wheeler. And then you follow it up with this event where you get college-level lacrosse. between two historic rivals with 7 combined championships nationally.
Yeah, no matter which way you slice it, I know the result isn't what you want right now. It's a special opportunity to get to play a game like this in a venue like this on campus.
You've entered Hall of Famers with the program. You've had senior night. And then I noted, I tweeted it out. I didn't think it was that big a deal, but I did want to make sure I made the point to note it. Everybody who's 18 and under, anybody who's a student, 18 and under, got to walk in here for free to enjoy this stuff at this place.
And we had a beautiful crowd. CSU drew an awesome crowd here for, such a massive stadium, filling up, a couple slots there up above the OCR sign on the east end of the field here.
Let's go ahead and take a peek at what's ahead for Colorado State after this contest. Still have time. We're 7.5 minutes, but if you look ahead, they're going to go on the road, across the Continental Divide, and go to Utah. They're going to take on Brigham Young and Utah Valley, another pair of top 25 teams for the Colorado State Rams. It'll be a total of 8 teams within the top 25 that the Rams will have had on their schedule, which is just so aggressive. And then they're already in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse Conference tournament, and is CU as well, up ahead for the CU Buffaloes. They will also go on the road, and they will get Utah Valley and Brigham Young, and then they will go to the RMLC tournament. All kinds of very important in-conference goodness, and then both these teams would like to do well in their conference tournament and maybe make the national tournament as well.
Yeah, with both these teams where they're standing right now, it's probably going to take a conference championship to get there. I mean, CU's in a little bit better position. They're higher ranked. If they can score some upsets, they might be in a better position. But both teams with a hill to climb.
Yeah, when I said that out loud, I assumed it was mandatory for each of them to have to win the conference tournament, but you never know. Like you said, if CU can knock off Brigham Young and Utah Valley, you might have a bigger case without winning their conference tournament. Right now, these guys are all focused on what's right now. With about a half a quarter left in a 6-goal game, Carson Malinowski has 3 goals in this game, but he has been quiet. All those goals were in the first half of play. They were actually all in the first quarter.
Yeah, the CU defense has done a good job locking him up since that first quarter.
That one from McFerrin didn't get through. Dowden tries to send it from up top. Again, caroms off a defender. And now Chastain will cradle left and try to find some space for himself. Dowden scores. We've seen that throughout his career. Matthew Dowden has a whip. And there he is, firing one through and scoring for Colorado State.
That was an absolute laser beam from Dowden. And we got James Bowers on the assist. And that all starts with the beautiful ground ball by Nick Chastain, winning that 50-50 for the Rams. Finds Bowers on the backside, and he's able to find Dowden for the finish. Gives the Rams a little bit of life here at the end of the fourth quarter.
Great perspective. So much heat that an outstanding goaltender in Chandler Naiman actually flinched a little.
Yeah, you're within 7. You got that full crank. You're probably guessing a little bit.
So Dowden scores at 6:42. And it's a 5-goal spread. And there is Mike Kulagowski, that freshman, winning a faceoff.
Getting a little chippy there going into timeout.
Oh, yeah. I was letting it breathe, but you're watching it with us, right? I fully expect more of that. And we'll take a timeout. Rams scored last, still down 5 here at Canvas Stadium.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How is it good?
Get a wide shot there of the gorgeous Canvas Stadium. Night games for any sport, just money here in this spot. We're in the right place for the showdown between Colorado State and Colorado. Post timeout, the Rams force a turnover and get the ground ball. So here comes CSU and Kevin Mulligan. Takes contact to the shoulder, loses the ball, so CSU takes the ball right back. Excellent work by Peter Duffield, a junior out of Boulder High.
That was awfully close to going out of bounds. You never know what's coming in or out of the box area. That's why you want to stay away from there. But he was coming in at just the perfect time and is able to snatch that ball up before it hits the orange line.
Great perspective there, too. Immediately when you started describing that, even I know that. Like, yeah, that area, that's like an intersection you avoid. Now work to the favor of the CU Buffaloes. Another one of those moments. The Rams made nice plays defensively and then can't get down the field. And credit what the Buffaloes are doing. You can hear that through the crowd tonight. As Farkas leans into it with the long stick, and now there's a flag on the field. So delayed penalty in effect with CU roaming around with possession. That's Adam Bakke. McConaughey sends one past Davis Wheeler. Will stop play and then see what the verdict is on the flag.
Yeah, Jordan Cutter taking out some anger on this play. That probably could have been called a slash from Kissel or Farkas. I forget who that was, but they got Cutter coming through with the big cross check up high. And then the ball goes down low, and then he cross checks again. Unfortunately, it was some friendly fire the second time.
Outstanding job by Sully in the analyst role, looking away from ball. I thought it was Farkas on that reach with the long pull. No, it was Cutter. Because off camera, it is number 2 in white in the one knee position. He will sit out as CU goes man up. And there's the outstanding work of our crew going right to number 2 as I described where he is. I believe on that angle, that was Tom Maynard's hero camera. He is 2 floors below us because our crew is resourceful. And we go back to the wide shot. Mike Trujillo running the game cam. And there's another shot of Tom Maynard. So there you go. All these guys carrying me along for the ride. I'm with you. We're just enjoying the show. 5 minutes left, fourth quarter. Buffaloes comfy and in command, and have been for a while.
I'm in.
They had no problem being patient on this man up, knowing they have a little under a minute left.
You don't expect a shot coming, do you? Unless it opens up for them.
Yeah, unless it's wide open, I don't expect to see anything until last 10 seconds here in the shot clock.
Okay. Buffaloes with the extra man and the 5-goal advantage. Just as Patrick Sullivan described, taking their time, just cycling it around until they make a mistake here. And Farkas jumps right into the play, and there's a turnover force. So good work by the senior, Will Farkas. Mulligan waiting for the middies. And it will be the first liners. Welschlager can't make the turn,
but draws the flag.
Okay. So it looks like Colorado State is going to go man up now. Owen in his first game back after missing a couple games because of injury has 1 goal. He is the top point totaler and goal scorer for Colorado State, even with the missed games. So we'll see what Owen and his CSU Rams can do.
They're going to get Jonathan Gruner there with the trip, so the Rams will go up for 1 minute.
Unlike what we saw on the other end, CSU does not have time on their side. Dowden to Welschlager, turnover.
Now he forces a little bit, but I'm going to give some credit to Bateman there. Does a good job of getting out in the gloves and forces, I believe, Dowden there to the tough decision.
Yeah, and Sullivan's been talking about what CU has been doing, whether it's, you know, obvious or just subtle. The CU defense has been really good tonight. Wheeler makes the save. Nearest Buffaloes. That is Grayson Mitchell. He's got 3 goals in the game.
CSU's going to come out in their end of man plan here. They're going to double the ball. The goalie is pulled out, which leaves the goal open.
And look at no urgency to move forward as Alec Umutian retreats. Now sends it forward. Nope, he doesn't. It's a ball fake.
When it's really a heads-up play. I mean, you're up 5 goals. You really don't need another goal here. You don't want to give the other team an opportunity to win a face-off because you can score a goal incredibly quick in this game, 4 seconds.
I've never thought about that. Is that the timing of from face-off to score? It can be 4 seconds?
The quickest, yes.
The quickest. The more you know. Sponsored by the makers of Patrick Sullivan. Under 2 to play as the Rammies move forward. Nothing there for Nick. Chastain had 2 defenders in front. Now it opens up for him, and he scores. Nick Chastain with a goal for the Colorado State Rams.
And that is an incredibly special goal and point for Nick Chastain. He is just tied head coach Ryan McDonald on the all-time CSU scoring list at 92 points for 21st all-time with a couple games to go here for the rest of the season where Nick can continue to climb that list. Just a beautiful dodge. Leaves his defender in the dust, again with a really nice deceptive shot with the lefty this time. Buries it off stick.
So happy for Nick on his senior night that you got to bring that note. We've had that ready. And so he now has tied head coach Ryan McDonald on the all-time career points list, right?
Yes. And I talked with Coach Mack earlier in the week about this, and he was incredibly excited for Nick to have that opportunity and just to have a hand in Nick's development and his journey here at CSU.
Yeah, and that's why I was thinking it was special. What Nick has meant for the CSU program under head coach Ryan McDonald in the McDonald era, that just all fits. So we got some goodness that just occurred right there. Nick Chastain with the goal at 1:41 to bring the Rams within 4. Nick scores his 2nd on his senior night here at Canvas Stadium. Final minute of regulation play here at the Showdown.
And we have a Will Scott sighting, number 55. Got to throw it out, former Rocky Mountain Lobo.
Let's see if we can get him on camera.
Whose dad is a legend in the community, Trent Scott. He'll fix you up if you got a bad back.
We hope we never see him. But we respect. Final 30 seconds. As McIntyre has made his presence felt again. Is that a save by Wheeler? Did it get across the goal line? No, he's sitting on it. So Wheeler gets the save, send it forward. They're going to call a violation against Colorado State.
Yeah, they're going to get Farkas with interference here behind the play. Beautiful save, just sits on it. Thought it may have been in the net.
Use it if you got it. And the crowd will count down the final seconds.
Looks like he threw that one at his own fans. Sadly, the Rams are going to have to wait another year to get back in the win column in the Rocky Mountain Showdown.
For the second consecutive season on the home finale for Colorado State's men's lacrosse team, they will watch one of their rivals celebrate a victory here in this facility. Doesn't take away anything from what kind of event they put on here. I mean, Sully, you've been connected to this level of lacrosse forever. This is unique, what they've done. I keep calling it progressive. It's fresh. It's thinking, you want to call it outside the box? Yeah, it's definitely off the intramural fields, doing some different things. And it's led to an outstanding presentation. We are dialed into the progressiveness. We are a broadcast production outfit that this program has hired to offer you this. Well, for tonight, it didn't work out for CSU. These guys get the victory. As you look at some of the highlights to finish things off, definitely have to thank the work of executive producer and technical director tonight, Phil Mildren, Justin Salvia, Mike Trujillo, Tom Maynor, and Lexi Wines. My partner, Patrick Sullivan, always a stud in the analyst role. My name's Marty Cesario. This evening, the Colorado Buffaloes get a 16-12 victory over the Colorado State Rams. And for now, we say goodnight from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot, trying to swap, mixing all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box, had to put the stick in the box. Pour out the whole field, I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals, we been trapping like an 80s. So, got the cash out. No, say slash slash. I won't never sell my soul. Never think that. And I really wanna know where you at, where I was at back. Where the stash at? Cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac. Cause I know